The family of a murder suspect wants to reach out to the victims' families. Norfolk police say James Andrew Brown shot and killed a 17-year-old and then an officer responding to the scene to try to bring him in. Andy Fox has the statements from his family. And Andy, I understand you also talked to a neighbor who allowed the suspect in her house a number of times?
Yeah, Nicole, can't believe that this has happened. In the letter, the family writes, "We wonder why such a horrible thing happened. We are trying to make sense of it all. And it is with sadness that we reach out with heavy hearts." The mother of James Brown did not want to talk with us on camera, but the family released a statement that they are grieving and trying to find answers. The police officers in this family are mourning the loss of a brother in blue who had so much life left and so much more to do for his family and community. The letter mentions Mark Rodriguez. The parents in this family are grieving for the Rodriguez family and the loss of an amazing son and brother who lived so passionately for the Lord. Mark's father, Carlos Rodriguez, has read the letter and told us, "That night our son was killed, we decided to forgive James Brown, and by God's grace we have done so. We bear no malice towards the Brown family. We appreciate their sentiments and hope they can find peace and rest in God's grace."
This is A.
Back at the scene, 4 shots in the wall. 100 yards away from Brown's home, from where he shot, shows the firepower he had.
Jimmy used to wear a sidearm, and we used to call him Wyatt Earp.
Bobby Howe knew Jimmy Brown because he would hang out at her home.
They were friends. They knew each other from the neighborhood.
Howe says Jimmy Brown was friends with Jesse Bishop, who lived in Howe's home, and who attacked her and her husband, and who is now serving 50 years for it. When Howe heard what Brown had done, she simply could not believe it. Did he ever snap when he was with you?
No.
Did they ever talk about guns?
Nope. The only thing that they ever did was they went into Jesse Bishop's bedroom, and they would come out, they would talk.
It appears both Brown and Bishop had lots of time on their hands.
They would talk about trying to find a job together, and they'd ask if I knew if anything was available. But they didn't talk about drugs, they didn't talk about guns, they didn't talk about anything strange.
Bobby Howe helps maintain a memorial on the street for Officer Brian Jones. She told us after she was attacked, it was Officer Jones who reached out to her to check up on her and her husband, to simply stop by the house and to let her know that he was thinking of them. A caring police officer who didn't have to do that, but he did, because that's the type of guy Officer Brian Jones was. In the newsroom, Andy Fox, 10 on your side.